Hey guys, coming to you guys a little bit differently today on the Spintabulous Life. To just pretty much give some real talk regarding life, aspirations, and so on. Now, as you all know, I took a year off from work last January, and my goal was to finish school, which I did. I got my BA in Public Policy and Management, and that has to do with government, policy making, and just generally working within the public sector. I wanted to take a shift from working in the private sector and work in the public sector as something somewhat of a difference as far as environments. I've always worked in the private sector. Sorry guys. So I loved my program, I excelled at it, and I did well. I finished. Now I just wanted to talk about, what do you do after when you're done? And this applies to everyone, whether you're younger in college. I'm in my 30s, late 30s, decided to go back to school. I already have a BA, which I did many years ago. But I decided to go back because when I did that degree, I just did it because it was the next thing to do, not because it was something I really wanted to do. So I actually did something now that I felt was more meaningful to me. Anyway, so after finishing school, I took a little break. I finished early December, went away to Florida, and as you guys know, I was off YouTube for a while because I had some issues, illnesses and other things that were going on with me that I had to really take a step back and be out of the spotlight of YouTube for a little while. So hence that happened in January, and I took a few months to kind of get myself together and kind of refocus. Otherwise I would have started my job hunting before. So I started seriously looking for jobs post university in like last month, late February last month. And luckily enough, I was able to secure a position within the public sector, and it was just what I wanted to enter into my new field and so on. Unfortunately, it was, I spoke about it briefly on Facebook. It just didn't come to any fruition because there was just some politics, and they felt that they would post it internally, and I was supposed to start the job like on the Monday, and on the Thursday they called me after sending all my stuff and getting my interview. They were very impressed. Hold on, y'all. So yeah, they were impressed, and I was supposed to start like the Monday, and the Thursday before they said like they had to give it to somebody internally. So that kind of like really, I was really disappointed because it was really, I just felt like God had put it in place for me, and it was exactly what I wanted. So and thank you guys on Facebook who really consoled me about it and stuff. And I just really put it to God because afterwards, because I know somebody that works in the ministry, I kind of knew it wouldn't be a fit for me, despite the fact that the pay was great, everything was great, but there's a whole lot of politics there, and I didn't want to be a party to that because it's a place where if you don't roll with that sort of thing, it's as if you don't belong. And I'm at the age where I really don't care to fit in with anything. I'm not trying to, I'm not a teenager trying to find my way. So anyway, moved on from that. So yeah, let's talk about expectations. After you finish school, you're expecting that you're going to be bombarded with job offers and so on. Luckily for me, I've had many great opportunities, but I've kind of not as good as that one, but things that I know I could do well at and kind of move on from and really grow professionally. But I've shifted my and kind of my thoughts as far as what I want now that I'm older, in a professional standpoint. So I was gonna go into teachers college. The teaching profession is a very honorable profession. My mom's a teacher, but right now in Toronto, teachers are being surplused and so on, and I don't want to spend a year or two in teachers college and come out in some predicament. So, and I was at my mom is like, she doesn't think that that's a good way, and it's good to field out people within professions so you can know exactly what you want to do. Okay, y'all, I don't even remember where I was, but sometime before. Yeah, so we have expectations as to what should happen after we finish school, and this goes for everybody. If you're younger, in your 20s, if you're older like myself, and so on. So I have kind of thought of ways of reinterpreting my grind. What is truly the best fit for me? I know not everyone will have the luxury of pick and choosing, but I feel that I will. That's what I'm gonna do at this point, okay? And if, as I said on Facebook, if I can't get what I really want, I'm just gonna do some other things in the meanwhile. And one of the things that I have been doing is temping. So here's another view of the CN Tower. So here it is, and that's the Toronto Island Airport there. This office has the most fabulous views I've ever seen. All the offices have a window to the skyline. It's really great. I just thought I'd capture this for you guys. Take care. Bye. Oh, this is the lunchroom. The screens are up. Taking up assignments. I was doing some contract work on the side in my field, which is legal assisting, doing stuff for myself. I do have some clients who will want paperwork filed and so on at the courts. I'll do that. I have a nominal fee. I do stuff like that on the side. I have temped, and I have been doing that steadily. I pick and choose the days that I want to go. If I don't want to, I don't. But temping is such a great way of actually learning. You learn about different environments. You learn about learning new things. And it's really a great experience as far as not being committed to a permanent position, but at the same time you're still working and getting that dough. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I've been off for a year. That means a year of not having an income. I've been living off savings. Unforeseen things have come up. I want to try and get my cash flow back, but at the same time I'm gonna do that on my terms. And as I said, this is what I am doing, and not everybody has the luxury of doing that. I have decided to enter into expanding personal projects. In my 20s, I had my own business as a personal shopper. I know Stacy had mentioned that I should do it, but I've actually used to make quite a bit of a substantial living on the side being a personal shopper. So I have gotten back into that. I have reacquainted with some clients that I had, and it's been really going well. I'm taking this thrifting thing, I'm thinking about taking it to another level. I might open an online store. I'm just saying that you have to expand your possibilities if you don't get what you want. If you don't get what you want, work at something else in the meantime, because I know bills need to be paid. Food, clothing, and shelter, all that stuff and necessities are paramount to our existence here. But in the meantime, Just do stuff that you actually like that can make you money. My husband and I own a catering company. I have decided to, because I have so much time on my hand, to work on the company by expanding our catering and getting more catering jobs. So I have been trying to do some PR. I've been getting some jobs, some more jobs, because my husband works full-time as a food services manager within the government too. So he has a full-time job, but I can see where our business can truly grow if we just spend time and try to expand and do things. And we're always busy, but I just feel that we could be even busier. So I have been doing that. I just thought that, you know, over the time that I was off, that, you know what, I'm gonna do what I really want to do, and I'm not gonna compromise myself. You know, I'm not gonna compromise what I want just because things don't go my way. I'm gonna make it work for me. Okay, so I just thought I'd bring this to you as something to maybe help you guys along who probably are in my position where you're off work and have a, you know, I won't say that I have a problem getting work, because I don't, because I've been really fortunate to have, like, every week I have at least 2 or 3 interviews. It's just a matter of what I feel that I want to take. I'm being very picky. And again, I must emphasize, it's not for everybody to be this picky, but I just want to start doing things that I actually love and enjoy and have a passion for. And not lose myself in the workforce doing a job that is just a job. I'm all for professional development, and that's why I was so disappointed when I didn't get that job, or I got it and it was just taken away. But, you know, I kind of turned it around since then, and I'm really happy doing what I'm doing now. If I do get a full-time opportunity, I'll certainly grasp it. That is a great fit for me. Nothing is going to be 100% perfect, because y'all, that doesn't exist. But if it fits your criterion, or your criteria, you will be happy. Most of your criteria, you'll be happy. Okay, so temping, I'm all for that. It's non-committal. You go in, you work your hours, and you come out. But at the same time, it just gives you a diverse and a great plethora of experiences that can be useful for you in the future. So I think that's it for now. I'll keep you updated to what I have going on, but I just want to give you guys some food for thought, because as we get older, we have to think a little bit differently. We're not as young and glib as some of us. And I'm speaking on my behalf. I am actually just coming from an interview just now. But I just wanted to put some things in your head and let you start thinking, what do you really love? What do you have a passion for? How can you make money from it? I called up some of my old clients from when I was in my 20s, and they were saying that, oh my God, they were looking for me all over and couldn't find me, because I was in the field of retail. I had a buying position and so on, and I did that when I was going to school. And, you know, just to think that they actually were looking for me and I actually still had numbers and so on. You know, I've been getting jobs like that. Like, really, they're so grateful to have me back. And that's something I can do. I love shopping, y'all. You know, I do. So it's really doing what I love on the side until I get what I want. So, give me some ideas. What do you guys want to do? Are you in a similar position? Do you want to do something else but you're not too sure? Let me know, guys, because I really want us to have a conversation about how we can further ourselves and not be selfish about things that can do with our financial development and our professional development, because we, as you know, we're a huge ethnic group and we need to work together like everybody else in trying to achieve our goals and aspirations and support each other with it. Okay guys, take care and have a good day, and I hope I was of some help, or I just feel like I had to share my experiences with you. It's not all gravy all the time and all whoop-de-doo. We all go through disappointments. We all go through life struggles. It's just what we do with it, okay? And y'all, this year was a year from hell for me, because I went through quite a bit earlier on, and you know, I've just reeling from that. I just had a zest to just do something different and just turn my life around in other ways, and the time off has given me the opportunity to do so. So anyway guys, rambling now. Take care and have a good day. Bye.